Hello, everybody. Everybody's doing well. New message came in the other day. My number 1448. It came in at 26, 126, 26. About 2.5 pages. Pray for peace to come to all, before the last of nations to fall, which they all will, our lifetime after. I beheld the demise of the world, long ago when God's wrath unfurled, washed away all sin and corruption, continued forth with no disruption. 40 days, 40 nights, all was gone, wrongs and rights. So this is Christ speaking, to my knowledge. Still before he beheld the demise of the world, talking about the great flood. God's wrath unfurled, washed all sin and corruption away. 40 days with no disruption, 40 nights. It says all was gone, wrongs and rights. So it was cleansing of the world. Spoke to you throughout time. Excuse me. Excuse me. Spoke to you throughout time, all the words through rhythm and rhyme. Spoke to me throughout time, words rhythm and rhyme, spoke to mankind in Psalm 19, 1 through 4. I came not once, but twice before. Again, I've mentioned this with other people. Again, I don't make it up. Share with me. He's mentioned it many times before. That he's been here twice to Christ, not just once. I came not once, but twice before, touched mankind to very core, saw all things, but nothing hidden. All poured forth, flowed unbidden. Again, people think the things they say, do, think, and feel, God knows it before. He's omnipotent and prescient. Nothing is hidden from him. And the more they do it, the more further they get away from God. They don't believe in God. They don't believe, let alone that He knows what they're doing. Just falling further and further into the slippery slope, into the pit. All poured forth, flowed unbidden. Reactions of those plagued by darkness' evil continue unabated, increasing upheaval. So the reactions of those, we just see this in light in the world right now. It's been going on for time immemorial. Reactions of those plagued by darkness' evil, they don't even realize it, continue unabated, increasing the upheaval. It just feeds upon himself exponentially. All that was sacred, God-given rights, all that was sacred, God-given rights, continues to be stripped by darkest nights. Citizens or civil rights or constitutional rights in this country and throughout the world, God-given rights being taken away, stripped by those who are controlled by evil and who are evil. They who seek to control the masses shall suffer an eternity of all that passes. So, this is what Psalms 2 mentions in the Old Testament, New Testament here and there. They're going to suffer. They're going to suffer. I know it's frustrating. Trust me, it's frustrating for me as well. But no one lives forever. Their time is coming. Each individual who leads the masses astray, who are evil, who serve evil, influenced by evil, and we're told to pray for them as well. Greed, corruption, disdain for fellow man, all continues according to plan. It's all according to the holy plan. God let evil have free reign as they build in their vanity. And then they also play a purpose in the harvesting of who's going to hell and who's not. So everything has a plan, whether you understand it or not. We're not supposed to understand because we're not God. But it is all according to plan. So that's so important. Ask for discernment, have a relationship with Him each day. That's what you can do for Him. Focus on God. And you'll see the evidence of what's going on. You'll see the truth. Because you ask for discernment of His wisdom and truth, His word and truth, His wisdom and knowledge, of what is Him and what is not Him, of His will for you, His will for the world, mankind. You can see it. Your sight, your spiritual senses will grow in your understanding. All continues according to plan. Choices made to increase the harvest. Fewer and fewer shall pass the test. All continues according to plan. Choices made to increase the harvest. More and more people passing, more and more people gathered up by those doing the harvest, and Thathioma, Zio, Luthio, Basil, the 4 horsemen, and all those with them. Fewer and fewer shall pass the test, because more and more of the good ones, good souls, are being taken up. Harvest proceeds without disruption. It's not going to stop. It'll increase. Angels of heaven, no interruption. I attest to all that befalls. All my servants hear the calls. To rise up and fight the evil that grows. All God sees, all God knows. Ask him how you may serve him. Maybe outwardly and high visibility fighting the evil. It might be subtly here and there, now and then. But you ask how you can serve him and understand and accept it and get this for the strength to do it, no matter what it is. All God sees, all God knows. Cleansing of earth must continue. Greet all God's celestial retinue. Embrace the wrath of God's unfurling hand as it sweeps across the land. Believe in me, Lord of Lords. So he names himself as the Christ. Armor thyself. Hear the words, or alternate, armor thyself with celestial swords. All his servants, all his soldiers have swords of light, spiritual swords. Darkness trembles at my approach. Seek to claim as they encroach. They're never going to stop. Even if they're being cast into the pits, they're still going to try to take others with them. That's what they do. Darkness trembles at my approach. Seek to claim as they encroach upon the minds of deaf, dumb, and blind. For this they shall be left behind. The deaf, dumb, and blind. Those who seek to claim them, take others down with them. They're just digging a bigger pit for themselves. Judgment line awaits their souls once they're free of canopic bowls. So they're going right to the judgment line. Those who lied and deceived the masses, looking plainly in the world, see who many of those are, shall feel the rot of he, evil, the devil, who passes. Unaware of whom they follow, in eternal darkness they shall wallow. Time is at hand, all must choose. Turn to the light, or you shall lose. Hell and damnation no longer free. Hell and damnation no longer free. So you shall lose. Hell and damnation shall go, no longer free to do what you want, go where you want, live as you want. An eternity of suffering, all you'll see, darkest imaginings cannot compare. Ask my scribe, and he will share. Because I've been there. Because he told me. This reiterating what I've already been told many times. Ask my scribe, and he shall share about hell. In darkest hell, so he could, for he served me well his time in pain. In darkest hell, so he could gain what was needed to fulfill God's plan in saving the souls of mortal man. Again, I went there to, so I basically learned my way around. I've always known how to get to and from someplace. Once I got to someplace, how to get back. I remembered in this life from a young age, every life I've had, being able to do that. That's one reason. And revealed recently, another reason was to basically help bear the way or kind of spy for him when he descended to darkness to defeat it, conquer it, and return. So 2 ways I served him. So he gave what was needed to fulfill God's plan in saving the souls of mortal man. Blessed Son of angelic light, continue to do all that's right, speaking to me. Blessed Son of angelic light, continue to do all that's right, for leading my sheep as they are sent, and then return to my sacred tent. So just continue to lead his sheep as they are given, sent to me, and I will return to his sacred tent. Long ago, before mankind existed, long ago before mankind existed, so this is before Garden of Eden, how old my ethereal soul is, I showed you how he would be twisted, mankind would be twisted. Tests of faith and love of God, once put forth into the land of Nod. Tests of faith and love of God. And remember this message from long ago, Michael was speaking, when he was asking God why he created such an imperfect being and why he created Why he created mankind imperfect, and why he created him when he knew he was going to fail, because he wanted to test his faith and his love for his faith in God and his love of God. That's why he did that. So that reminded me of that message. Test the faith and love of God once put forth in the land of Nod, which was on the physical world. Stayed the course, knowing full well time would come to fall to hell. Speaking me, for all the lives lived on the earth, 1,000 lives, in eternity you'll receive endless mirth. Be of good cheer, for I am near. By your side are those you hold most dear. Fulfill you shall all you are tasked. For all was heard that you asked. For all that was heard, for all my questions you have asked as well. So that, again, is always straight to the point. I hope that helped with the meaning of it for you, and continue to read this and all other messages as you're led to do, and they will help you. Trust me in that, without you even realizing it. It's like being exposed to carbon monoxide or radiation or something good in the air. You don't even realize it. You just see the results of it. So stay safe. God bless. Peace of Christ.